Alright, hey guys, Verlis here, and exciting news! So, there is now a way to hatch Pokemon 100% shiny in X and Y. It does take a little calculating and planning and setting up, but it is a way to hatch shiny Pokemon 100% of the time. How does this work? Well, according to the Reddit post, this is a great post, that trainers, they have an invisible or like an unfindable shiny value. And whenever a Pokemon is caught, hatched, or encountered, or all that, it says that like the Pokemon has a shiny value. If they match up, the Pokemon's going to be shiny. Hatched or encountered or all that, it says an invisible or like an unfindable shiny value. And whenever a Pokemon is caught, hatched, or encountered, an invisible or like an unfindable shiny value. And whenever a Pokemon is caught, hatched, or encountered or all that, it says that like the Pokemon has a shiny value. If they match up, the Pokemon's going to be shiny. So with eggs, you can predict it because the egg is bred with a shiny value and doesn't apply until it's hatched. So what you can do is you can give the egg to another trainer that has that shiny value and it will hatch a shiny. As long as people cooperate, shinies for everyone. So let's take a quick look at the program here. The program is instacheck. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Hatch a shiny. Take a quick look at the program here. The program will cooperate. Shinies for everyone. So let's take a quick look at the program here. The program is instacheck. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And it pretty much looks like that when you start it up. You need to link the hotspot to your game, and then it'll run everything through. It'll show the Pokemon and your Pokemon like egg shiny value in the when you like look at your Pokemon, and then it also has your shiny value. So by matching those up, works out really well. Another great thing is this is like the little spreadsheet, or the spreadsheet that has all the trainers that have shiny values for their Pokemon. While this list is incomplete, they're trying to grow the shiny hatcher community database. This is the Reddit post. So this is pretty much the database right here. You pretty much just like try to find the value you want for your egg. So like say your egg comes up as 1642, you would find this guy, contact him via Nugget Bridge, he'll exchange your friend codes, you give him the egg, he'll hatch it for you, it'll be a shiny. As long as everyone cooperates, shinies for everyone, and it'll be pretty awesome. And you can do this with every shiny Pokemon you have, with every egg that you have. If someone has the shiny value and they're on this list, you can get in contact with them, 100% shinies. So it kind of works both ways. Oh, let's just get my face back up here. So this is exciting. We have a really awesome system to hatch shiny Pokemon now. Really easy. It's not that complicated to get set up. We have a really awesome system to hatch shiny Pokemon now. Really easy. It's not that complicated to get set up, and once you do, you can just check all of your eggs, look for people, and be like, oh, 4 IV shiny Pokemon. Boom. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If anything, it's just a nice little news announcement. I'm not too much of a fan of those, but I thought this was big enough that it really matters and it would really be awesome. So, I'm not too much of a fan of those, but I thought this was big enough that it really matters and it would really be awesome. So, hope you like this video, but I thought this was big enough that it really matters and it would really be awesome. So, hope you like this video, rate, comment, subscribe, share this one. This one's gonna be big. So, it's good that this one gets out there, and this one's gonna be big. So, it's good that this one gets out there, and most importantly, have a nice day.
Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here. I just pretty much got in my apartment today, and I'm still waiting on my stuff to get shipped. If you guys want a quick house tour, that's it. Like, back there's the kitchenette, and then the bathroom, and there's the door, and there's the window, and there's my bed, and that's my entire apartment. I love it though, but pretty much something inspired me today, and something has inspired me more than anything has in almost my entire life. Like, nothing has filled me with as much inspiration as what I saw today. And let me go and set that up really quick. Gonna need to turn off the lights, and hopefully, I'm just recording from my webcam. I don't have a fancy phone. I'm trying to get my computer going. And well, I don't think you guys can see it very well, but that's what's inspiring me right now. I'm living in Seattle, pretty much a place where I know I want to grow old and die, and my view to downtown from my window is just the most fascinating, spectacular thing I've ever seen. That when I look out, it's amazing, and it was amazing during the day. Sunset was beautiful, and then at night, I just get to see the city. Right now it's like 2 in the morning, so not a lot of lights on, but overall, that's my view. And let me get the light back on. So yeah, like I'm happy for the first time in a very long time right now. I'm also really tired because I had to move over the last couple days and make sure everything was set up. I had to get supplies and whatnot, but overall, everything is like just where I want it. That I was walking up and down the street, and the people are just so great. And I've actually even run into people that know me already, which is just the craziest thing. So it's really been bringing it all together. That I know through this entire YouTube time, I've been probably one of the shittiest people. Like, I'll admit I've done some very not good things, but at the same time, those things are great, and the people are just so great. And I've actually even run into people that know me already, which is just the craziest thing. So it's really been bringing it all together. That I know through this entire YouTube time, I've been probably one of the shittiest people. Like, I'll admit I've done some very not good things. I know through this entire YouTube time, I've been probably one of the shittiest people. Like, I'll admit I've done some very not good things, but at the same time, those things that it's overwhelming. That one day I went from several hundred subscribers to several thousand to tens of thousands of subscribers, and it became very overwhelming, and it was something that I wasn't ready for, honestly. And at the time, it felt fun. Like, it felt really fun to be like, yeah, I go against the flow. I'm different, and I get to be this cool, different guy. And while I do hold the same beliefs, like, I'm not going to try to bring in smoke on, but I'm not also backing down. Like, I just want to say, like, it is fun to have different beliefs, but at the same time, there are times where I overdid it. I removed a lot of the videos because I removed anything that was too negative. That while I still have this idea, there are times where I overdid it. I removed a lot of the videos because I removed anything that was too negative. That while I still have this idea, I don't like what I did, and I don't like what people think of me because of what I did, because I was such a terrible person from it, and that's the real shame here. And so this is kind of I just want to apologize to everyone, because it seems like a lot of people that will just ignore me. I want to just kind of go out, but I don't know who to start with first. I guess Shady Penguin would probably be the first person I want to apologize to, because there's a lot of things that, I said about him that he didn't like, but at the same time, there's a couple things that he did with me that I wasn't too fond of, and I just want to say, sorry to him, that I've been watching a lot of his videos recently, and I'm trying to remember which Egglock video it was. It was like Egglock 53 or something, where he just ranted on the comments for about 6 minutes, and it really got to me because it felt like, YouTube gets to everyone, even if you're shady, even if you're Nate Wants to Battle, even if you're Nappy, even if you're anyone, even if you're me, YouTube will eventually get to you. And, like Shady was talking about the hate in his comments, Nappy, I'm sorry to anything I've done to Nappy as well. Like, I left a couple negative comments, but mostly out of, like, defense, because, like, I see him talking about, like, defending other people on YouTube, defending the hate in the comments, and then there's just so much hate towards me that's still floating around, and I was jealous that, people are out defending other people and not me, so I'm sorry for any kind of comments or negativity that came off with, because a lot of things, like, I don't tread as lightly as I should. I feel that I kind of see it in the way that I don't tread as lightly as I should, that, people are going to expect me to leave a negative comment, so if there's any slight negativity in my comment, it might be read really bad, and that's why I'm very sorry to Nappy and Shady, because I think that's what happened with my comments with them, but it's kind of over the same things. And then I just got finished watching a Nate Wants to Battle's video, and that his I'm sorry video is exactly how I feel about everything. That I ran a panel at MetroCon, and I filled the room. I was like, oh my god, this many people care about me? That's surprising. And at the same time, there's also a lot of other things, like, wow, I hate a lot of my older videos because I was a piece of crap back then, and I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. And now it's like, oh, if I took it more seriously back then, it'd probably be a lot better now. And just one of those things that, can't really do much about. And then there's Shofu, and I don't feel like I have to say sorry to Shofu, but at the same time, I did kind of do some pissy things around Shofu, or I rubbed him the wrong way, and for that I am very, very sorry for doing anything like that, because, Diggers Beat was supposed to be a parody, but at the same time it was supposed to be like a little more than that, and at the time it was alright, but now it's kind of like, I was a dick, and I was a dick on a lot of things, but I'm also, like, I know I have a lot of fans that are, supporting me, and I don't want them to feel like I'm jumping sides or anything, because I'm not. I'm just kind of showing, like, I want to be cool with everyone. I want, the view out there, that has made me want to just be such a better person, and I know I haven't been running my channel like a good person because of it, and it's really what's upsetting me. So with, like, ORAS coming out, Smash is becoming a thing, so let me get my face back in, because I'm, like, looking at the screen and the camera, but, like, Smash is becoming a thing, ORAS is coming out. I want a new start, and I think, like, yeah, there's a lot of things going on around that. But yeah, with Shofu, I actually think that Shofu is a great, like, comedian. He has a lot of battle knowledge that, you don't really expect, but then he says something, it's like, oh, crap, that was actually really good. And, everyone on YouTube should just be entertaining and not trying to be after each other, is how I feel about it. And all I can hope is that my apologies get to the people that they need to get to, because that's how it is. And I hope that my fans can understand that, I do have to kind of go back on a lot of the idiotic and retarded things I've done to get to this point. But at the same time, I'd still stand for a lot of it. Like, I'm not going to back down, but I'm not going to try to make as much of a fuss. Because like, a lot of people say I did it for views, but again, I did it for my opinion. That I felt like I was the only person with this opinion in the world, in YouTube, and that's a very exciting thing, that I went from having no one watch me to 20,000 people watch me if I spoke in the right way. And the thing about that is, like, yeah, there's a wrong way of doing it. To be after each other is how I feel about it. I do have to kind of go back on a lot of the idiotic and retarded things I've done to get to this point. But at the same time, I'd still stand for a lot of it. Like, I'm not going to back down, but I'm not going to try to make as much of a fuss. Because like, a lot of people say I did it for views, but again, I did it for my opinion. That I felt like I was the only person with this opinion in the world, in YouTube, and that's a very exciting thing. That I went from having no one watch me to 20,000 people watch me if I spoke in the right way. And the thing about that is, like, yeah, there's a lot of people say I did it for views, but again, I did it for my opinion. I felt like I was the only person with this opinion. I went from having no one watch me to 20,000 people watch me if I spoke in the right way. And the thing about that is like, yeah, there's a wrong way of doing it, but at the same time, I went from a nobody to someone that's like, I don't care if 99% of these views or comments are from hate. It's kind of like, hey, people are listening to me. And that's where it kind of gets carried away because, like, if you look at my videos, all the Smogon videos combined was maybe like 3% of my views and 3% of my subs. So a lot of people that are saying, like, I did it for the views and subs, no, not even close. If anything, it hurt more because I lost views and I lost more subs off of doing that because it was almost a fun thing to do at the time. And that's really what got me in trouble. So now I'm like, yeah, I want to be in Seattle, not making trouble, and being a cool PokeTuber that people want to watch and respect again. And it's kind of holding to my own battle philosophy that, it's not about winning, it's about having fun. It's about playing the way you want to. And I think the problem is, like, I felt that contradicted a lot with Smogon, which is pretty much the main way that people play. Like, Smogon's incredibly popular. So I just kind of disagreed with a lot of the people that were going against my philosophy, and I just turned it into more of a war than it needed to be. Because I did underestimate how aggressive people were, but at the same time, it's just one of those things that I didn't really see coming. If I saw it coming, I would have handled it a lot better, and I wouldn't have done it the way I did, most likely. Because I don't want people mad at me that with all the people's like combined subs and stuff, then I need to be making friends, not enemies. So yeah. Oh, sorry for blinding you guys as well. I'm just kind of, my arm got tired, and now I look like Jesus. So I'm kind of done. I'm really, really sorry to anyone that this is affected, and I feel like my fans, my fans mean more to me now than ever because that out there that you guys couldn't see is all because of you guys. And a lot of people that I meet, they seem so excited to meet me. I'm like, why are you so happy to meet me? I'm just some dude that knows how to play Pokemon, okay? And that's about it. So